Hi guys, welcome back to reality. I'm Danny.
And I'm Danielle, and today we're going to be doing an Amberlynn Reid video. I'll let Danny tell you about it.
So Amberlynn seems to be getting it all together. She's sticking to her weight loss. She's sticking to her schedule for vlogs. But she did decide that she's not going to be live streaming anymore. So at the end of this video, it's going to show you where she explains why she's not going to be live streaming. But we just wanted to point out some of her accomplishments that we've seen lately. So I'm going to play this video and then we can discuss.
Ow. I want to dry them a bit, so I'm just going to pat them down. Do not forget to preheat oven. I put mine at 400. Put the aluminum foil down on the baking sheet. You're going to want just a small bit of oil, your garlic salt, your pepper, and then you're getting your hands dirty again. Just mix it all up.
I love pumpkin seeds.
Guys, I wanted to try them so bad, but I waited till they cooled down a little bit. Look how good they look. All right, here we go. I did that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I love pumpkin
So
seeds.
good.
Dang. That was like 10. Bam, bam, bam.
Okay, guys. So we have a tour haul. I haven't done one in a hot minute. We have 1 bag, 2 bags.
That booty. I like that one. I don't like that one at all. It makes me look like an old woman.
I'm an idiot. Sometimes I put it on wrong. Why do you jump from feeder to feeder? So do you know what a definition of feeder is? I personally would, sorry, I'm fixing my nose ring. I personally would never be with someone who wanted to see me eat and I got turned on by it. I wouldn't be with someone who wanted me to stay fat. I wouldn't be with someone
clearly, yeah, the person that asked doesn't know what a feeder is, clearly. Oh, where'd the sound go? There's no sound, Danny.
That you put in ours, and that's not a...
No, you didn't share the sound this whole time.
I didn't.
Oh, we have to start. Yeah, because the whole, and when you mute it, it's gone.
I just muted just now, but we can start it over.
Yeah, that's when she went away. Well, I don't know if they can hear it as well as we can since we're not sharing it. It's because the only sound's coming through your microphone.
Oh, okay.
So we need to redo it. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
We're still new at this.
This is what happens when you're live.
Yeah, right?
It's real life.
We're rookies. What can we say?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys.
That was just a test run. Now we're doing it we're just showing you what not to do. Yeah. So now you know what to do.
Let me know for sure that this is sound is on.
I want to dry them a bit, so I'm just going to pat them down. Do not forget to preheat oven. I put mine at 400. Put the aluminum foil down on your baking sheet. You're going to want just a small bit of oil, your garlic salt, your pepper, and then you're getting your hands dirty again. Just mix it all up.
Yeah, I love pumpkin seeds.
You guys, I wanted to try them so bad, but I waited till they cooled down a little bit. Look how good they look. All right, here we go. I did that. Chef Boyardee. Oh my God. So good. The olive oil is what makes them crispy, which is what I prefer. Bomb. Okay, you guys. So we have a tour haul. I haven't done one in a hot minute. We have 1 bag, 2 bags. So let's get into it.
I don't like that.
Why was Twinkies harness in the vlog? Because I'm an idiot and sometimes I put it on wrong. Why do you jump from feeder to feeder? Oh, do you know what a definition of feeder is? I personally would, sorry, I'm fixing my nose ring. I personally would never be with someone who wanted to see me eat and that got turned on by it. I wouldn't be with someone who like wanted me to stay fat. I wouldn't be with someone like that. So no, I would never be with a feeder. So, and I never have been with one. Just because someone can love you or like you for who you are or find you attractive at the weight that you currently are, then like that's not a bad thing. That doesn't make someone a feeder. That just makes someone not shallow. Karina or young dumb honey bun.
Shallow.
You know what? When she was doing the Torrid try-on haul, oh, this is on her thing. I thought that was a comment in our chat. But when she was trying on her Torrid haul, she buys a lot of dresses and wears them as shirts.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, and so she, you know, of course, she always wears like leggings or something on under them. Foodie Beauty does that too, but she doesn't wear anything under it for pants.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a little too much of Foodie Booty for my liking. Foodie Beauty, sorry.
I don't know how they do that though, because I mean, granted, I'm tall, and if I buy a dress and wear it as a shirt, you can tell it's a dress. It's coming down.
But you're not as big as they are. The wider you are, the shorter it gets.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's why.
All right, I'll play this again. Sorry, guys, we just had to.
No,
little commentary.
Yeah, that's why we're
here.
here.
And the pumpkin seeds. I love pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, me too.
I was so proud of her to be cooking and in the kitchen and standing. Normally, guys, she's always sitting when she live streams. So
yeah, she used to take a chair in and sit down while she do all that.
Yeah, and lately on her live streams, she, you know, we only see her sitting on the couch. So I was quite proud of her that she was standing, she was doing things in the kitchen. And honestly, her house is usually pretty clean. So she's obviously doing that off the camera. She gets angry because everybody says, like, thinks she's immobile. Mm-hmm. She can't be immobile and have her house, you know, as clean as it is and stuff.
Well, she could. I mean, someone else could be doing it, or she could be hiring somebody, but I don't believe she is immobile.
No, she's not. But I mean, I hate to say it, but if she doesn't do something now, then she probably will.
She will be. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to say Young Dumb Honey Bun because she actually respects me in the way of, like, she has messaged me in private multiple times, whether it be giving me advice or just like letting me know something. Karina Boom is just petty. I don't like her at all. Like, at all.
A lot of people don't like her.
I have nothing good to say about her. So definitely Young Dumb Honey Bun. And it's funny to think that I used to not like Young Dumb Honey Bun, but after her and I talked, like, I get it. Like, everyone has opinions on someone, and hers, she just happens to like want to express them on video, and it doesn't mean that her opinions are correct or anything like that.
And
but
once you become a public figure, that's part of the job. Right. You know, I mean,
but that's another thing that I've noticed her change is her reaction to the negative comments.
Yeah.
You know, she used to really get bothered by them. She would get angry. She'd kind of lash out, but she's handling the negative comments a lot better.
Yeah, I haven't been watching, so, but yeah, I was gonna say she did seem better about that, but she unfortunately, once you become a public figure, celebrity, or influencer, that's just comes with the job. That's just part of it.
Right. But her and Chantel do get a lot of hate. And they actually took Amberlynn off Kiwi Farms now. So people are starting to see, you know, the change in her, which is good. Yeah.
Well, she hasn't always got hate. A lot of that started after things from the past, but yeah, she's a lot better now.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of plus size influencers that don't get hate like that too.
Yeah. I know. I feel so bad. I just don't understand the hate. I don't understand people putting that much effort into somebody online that you're never going to meet.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I just don't feel like she's doing it out of, like, she's not being malicious about it. Well, I feel like Karina is low-key malicious, and that's just the way that I see things. So you seem so sad in your recent content. I was so excited in your old book, but I'm so happy ones are back. Okay. That's really weird because people always said like I seemed miserable with Becky. So it's weird to hear someone actually say that I seemed happy, because trust me, I was not. It's no shade towards anyone, but no matter where I would have been, no matter who I would have been with, no matter where I was located, anything like that, I would have been depressed during those last few years. And it was probably the worst my depression ever. Sometimes I'm just really good at putting on a fake smile. I feel like she's happier now than she has been. I never watched old vids with them. Yeah, I am the happiest I've been in like a hot minute. And I think it's just hard for me.
There was a time where she was happy with Becky.
Show that.
Happier than they were in the last few years. In the beginning, you could tell.
Yeah, I think maybe.
And I think a lot of this is hindsight.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when she was in it, I don't.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, I was just gonna say, when she was in the relationship, I don't think she felt that way because she didn't want the breakup. I think it took them being apart for her to see hindsight.
Totally. I agree.
Because there's so much of my life that I'm not sharing right now. So it's like I can only share certain things, and I don't know. I'm just not as open with y'all. But give it some time and we'll see. But I am very happy. Yeah, I feel just like I don't have like right now in this moment, I could actually cry about it. I feel like I don't have any. Oh my God, I'm so emotional. I literally feel the tears coming. Let's not do this. I'm working on my tears because I've been so emotional lately, but like not like in a bad way, if you will. I don't know how to explain it, but I've just been really emotional. For the first time in like a hot minute, I could sit here and say that I don't feel any like bad or like negative emotions, and that's like really weird for me. So I think that's why I'm getting emotional about it. Because I'm so used to like just constant sadness and just like loneliness, and like I literally don't feel that way at all right now, and it's kind of like crazy to be honest. But I love that. I love that for me. Maybe buying jewelry of better quality would help with your consumption. Quality jewelry over quantity. Could also apply this exercise to food. Okay. No shade. If you truly are not feeling sadness, why isn't your weight going down faster? Whoops. I had to truly before losing 200 pounds.
Wow. When did you become a doctor?
Weight just stems from sadness. Like.
Sorry, it takes me a minute to mute and unmute, and I never know whether to pause or play before I mute, blah, blah, blah.
We gotta get you some good headphones or earbuds.
Yeah, but you know what? My sound is so screwy on my computer. Every time I've used headphones, it screws up my sound.
We'll have to try and do like different earbuds or something.
Because I have plug-in ones and I have wireless ones, and both did that. And remember the problem I had on tech support trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
Now I don't remember what I was going to say about the video. So,
well, the person asked a question about why aren't you losing weight faster?
Yeah, like the gall of people.
I know, it's ridiculous.
She's doing it. At least she's doing it. She's sticking to it.
Well, and when did they become a doctor and know how fast you lose weight per what she's doing? I mean,
right.
Come on
and
now.
Some people just lose it hard, and she has illnesses that contribute to the weight gain and having trouble taking it off. So, I mean, she has PCOS. I have that too, and that's one of the that's one of the main symptoms.
Yeah, and with the PCOS, you can literally be eating properly, exercising, doing everything you can, and still not lose weight.
Right, but she is taking off weight, and even if it comes slowly, her life is going to be so much better for it. She's going to be so much more healthy. She's going to be able to do more. She's still young. She should be, going out and enjoying herself. And I feel like that will, obviously the more she loses, the better she's going to feel, and the more she'll be able to do.
Yeah, I agree.
And the mental health thing always riles me too, because there's such a stigma attached to any mental illness, and people really, there's so many people that really do feel like it is not a real thing. Guys, it's a real thing, let me tell you. And you can say, somebody's depressed and they seem to have it all, and people will be like, what do you have to be depressed about? If you suffer clinically from depression or any mental illness that involves depression, there does not have to be a reason for you to be depressed.
And you have no control over it.
Right. And it can be debilitating. And it can be,
Mm-hmm.
it can be really hard to even get out of bed and face the day.
And a lot of people will start taking their medicine, they feel better, so they're like, oh, I don't need it anymore, and stop taking it, and then bam, they fall right back into it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a real thing. It's why it's called mental illness, because it is an actual illness.
Yeah.
And if you don't suffer for it and you're able to believe in that, the stigma that's attached to it, then obviously you have never had to deal with it, and thank your lucky stars that you haven't.
Exactly.
Comes from all sort of things. So I don't think that, like, I see where you're coming from, but I am currently losing weight. So I guess not being as sad is helping in a way. But food will always be like an issue for me, whether I'm super happy or super sad. So yes. Live streaming is ending.
Which I've been saying for a while. She needs to quit doing the live streaming and go back to vlogging. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
That is another area where I'm really proud of her too, because that was the best decision she could have made for her life, because she is, on a more positive track, and the negativity will just bring her down.
Yeah, and I always wondered why she switched. I mean, I know why, because it's easier. There's no editing. You can just sit down, record a video, you're done for the day. But with her vlogs that she did, her views were higher anyway. With those, she was getting better, and you can choose which comments you want to see.
Right.
And YouTube actually will put a lot of those into a spam folder if they're too vile and you don't even see them.
Right. I mean, it just blows my mind, the things that some people say to her.
Oh, you cut out. What was that?
I said it just blows my mind, like some of the things that people will say in her chat and everything else. So I don't know how her and Chantel even do it, because I would be devastated, to be talked to that negatively.
Yeah, you just they just put on their thick skins and go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that comes with part of being a public figure. There's some vile people out there.
Yeah.
And when they don't have to show their face, it makes it a lot easier.
I feel bad. I do. But I just think it's time to end this live stream era.
I'm feeling bad.
I feel like I'm really bad at explaining myself, honestly. So before I even start to explain myself, I want to say that, will I go live again in my lifetime? Yes, I will. But when I do go live, it's going to be random. Might be in 3 months from now. We don't know. It won't be a membership moment. It'll be open. So I do want to make that known. She's not getting enough views, aka income. Def not true. I will talk more about that in a minute. Actually, I might as well just answer it now. I make more money on my live streams than I do my regular.
Yeah, because the donations.
I want to make that very, very well known. That was also something else that I had to think about, because this is my job, this is my income.
Yeah, but super chats, you get
for me, I feel like what I'm aiming for my channel is more important than money at this point. Okay. The reason why I want to end live streams is because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Adding memberships and doing live streams was a lazy way for me to be a content creator. I was going through a hard time. There were things that were happening in my life that I didn't talk about. And you guys saw, you can go back. You guys can go back to when I started live streams. I wasn't a happy person. I've been pretty miserable, let's be real. And I just wanted an easier way to make money. I didn't want to put in effort. And I've realized that this is just a lazy way for me to be a YouTuber. And I don't really want that to be my channel anymore. I want to... I'm so bad at explaining things. Like, I feel like I'm really bad at it. I just feel more myself when I'm vlogging. Like, when I'm vlogging, like, I'm in my element. That's literally who I am as a person. When I do live streams, I hide it 99% of the time. That I I'm very nervous and I have a lot of anxiety, and I try not to show that in my live streams. I'm trying to read some of the chat too as I'm talking, and someone said, so you're admitting that you took advantage of everyone who subscribed. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I was depressed and I took the easy way out. I didn't take advantage of anybody. I wanted to still do my job, but I wanted to be lazy about it, if that makes sense. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. But I think it is time to say goodbye. Ew. I think it's time to say goodbye. That's like so sad. You guys will literally see me in a weigh-in video tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's good because, I mean, and you could tell the anxiety a little bit because when her and Becky would do them together, because Becky would always do all the reading of the questions and a lot of the talking, while Amberlynn would be checking the time, ready to go. She'd be asking, "What time is it, guys? What time is it, guys?"
And I swear, people can take anything you say and twist it into something,
Oh yeah, they've
horrible.
Been doing that
like when they said, so you're admitting that you took advantage of everyone. Listen, if you're on YouTube, you should be a grown adult. If you're subscribing and becoming a member and everything else, I would assume that most are an adult because kids don't have access to credit cards and money to be able to be members and everything to these YouTubers. But that's your choice. It's nobody else's choice. You can't blame somebody else. Oh, you took advantage of me. No,
you chose to put in your card,
right?
Pay the $10, or if your kid stole it, then they chose to put the money in. Either way, it was your choice to buy.
Right. Any way you look at it, it's not her fault that
she didn't put a gun to your head and say, be a member now.
Right. And you joined membership knowing what you were getting for that membership.
Because I watched her and I never bought a membership. So, I mean, obviously you're not being forced.
Right. I was a member for a little bit, but honestly, memberships, I don't feel worked for her because so many haters became members just to put her down that anybody that truly wanted, to have interaction and became a member, you didn't get it because her chat was just so wild that most comments went by because you just could not keep up. There's no way she could keep up with everybody.
Right. That's what her haters were paying her bills, which, hey, good for her.
I know. That's so funny.
But like people were saying about money, but no, she makes way more on live streams just from the super chats alone and the memberships because you have to be a member to be able to chat. So if you wanted to put in a comment, good or bad, you had to pay that $10. So yeah, she made way more doing live streams than she'll ever make doing vlogs.
Right.
So that right there can be nipped in the bud.
Yep. But so there will be no more live streams for Amberlynn, and she will be doing her schedule is that she's going to be posting content Monday through Friday, and then she will not be posting on Saturday and Sunday, which so far she has been sticking to.
That's good. I'm glad.
Yep. I'm so happy for her. She just seems to be in a better place.
Yeah, and you can tell, like, a couple years ago, like, you can tell she was not as depressed because, like, she would go into Target regularly, walk and shop, like, and not sit down in the little motor car. She would actually push the cart and walk. And because I remember when they went Christmas shopping and got a lot of stuff, like, for a while there, she was doing really good. And then you can tell when the depression hit because then, she slowly stopped doing all that and then started doing the live streams. And now she's back to doing it again. So I really hope it works out for her and that she stays happy and sticks with it.
I wonder if the depression and everything worsened after her hysterectomy.
I don't think it was, well, go ahead.
Because of the hormones and everything, but also just the realization that, I did this to myself. Like I did this to my body and now she can't have children,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because of her weight.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, it could be. I don't remember when she had her hysterectomy.
I want to say it wasn't it was in the past year or two. Because I think her and Chantel went through it all,
I know that Chantel's was like
together.
3 years ago, though.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm not sure when Amberlynn's was, but I just wondered if that, triggered, because anybody that suffers with mental illness, any kind of hormone change or anything like that
Yeah.
is going to affect it.
Yeah, Amber didn't have hers until 2020. And then Chantal, I just looked it up. It was around July of 2020. So I'm sure it did, because
Yeah, because that would have
that's
been
a
in
year
the
and a half
past.
ago.
Yeah,
So it started before that, but I'm sure she knew it was coming out before that too. So
right. And she did get in. Now, I haven't heard her mention it anymore, but she doesn't need to mention it to us. It's not our business. But
no,
she did get into therapy.
which
So
I'm glad, because years ago
yeah,
she always said, like when people would mention that, she was always like, "No, I don't need that. I don't need this." So I'm glad. I really am.
right. So I'm hoping that continued, that she didn't give
Yeah.
up on that.
Well, and if her, I think it probably made it worse, because a year and a half ago she had a hysterectomy. She's been depressed for about 2 years, so it probably made it worse and made it last longer.
Right.
That's a lot for someone, especially her age, to know you're never going to have kids.
Right. Yeah. And she may not even have been at a point where she even knew if she wanted them or not. Not everybody, as a woman, it's hard for me to, I've always wanted children since I was a little girl. Like that has always, just been
I
my
don't
mom, but not everybody has that or feels that.
I don't think her hysterectomy was because of her weight. It says she was diagnosed with uterine cancer.
Yeah, but there's something, and I'm not a doctor, and I don't claim to know anything, but I know that there was some correlation to that, because I believe it was the same thing with Chantel, wasn't it? And
Let me look.
There was some correlation with the weight.
Because I know, like, my grandma was not overweight at all, and she had uterine cancer.
Oh, well, no, I'm not saying you have to be overweight to get uterine cancer.
Yeah.
But I'm there is something, I don't know, maybe you can look
I'm
that
looking it
too.
up.
Yeah.
I am. Let's see. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, Foodie Booty hysterectomy journey. Hang on. All right, hold on.
Bear with us, guys. We were just trying to verify.
Yeah, I'm just trying to skim through this. Thank you. Oh, no, she had a cyst. She had a huge cyst.
A cyst or a tumor? If it was cancer.
But I don't know if hers was cancer. It just says, let me keep going. Hang on. Amberlynn's was easy. You can just type it in and it pops up on there in words. Chantal, I have to go into the video.
And obesity contributes to the increased risk of endometrial cancer in the post-menopausal uterus. They weren't post-menopausal. Obesity, fatty tissue in women who are overweight produces additional estrogen, a sex hormone that can increase the risk of uterine cancer. This risk increases with an increase in body mass index, which is the ratio of a person's weight to height. About 70% of uterine cancer cases are linked to obesity. 70% of uterine cancer cases are linked to obesity. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That is crazy. But I'm not surprised. I mean, you're so unhealthy being that, you know what I'm saying, that size.
I know, but like contributing to cancer and 70%?
Yeah. I mean,
That's
think about what you're doing to
huge.
your body at that size. I mean, and the toxicity that it has to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people give themselves diabetes too, being overweight.
Right. And I don't know. I'm not sure. I know Chantel was, I think, well, we're not sure if she reversed her diabetes or not, because her doctor didn't put her back on diabetic medication. But at the same time, she said she thought that he was looking at blood work from like 3 years ago. So she should have brought that up and asked, because, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been to my doctor and my diabetes didn't come up, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have to watch the entire video. So, because nothing online says she had cancer. With Amber, it was easy to find. It was just right there.
Yeah.
So, and the whole video is like 29 minutes long.
And I know too, I'm nowhere near Amberlynn's size or Foodie Beauties for that matter. But I know for me, the weight loss journey is hard because it feels like it's never going to end. And to be honest, it probably won't for anybody that suffers with PCOS and has, you know, the extra weight or has a tendency to gain weight easily. It will constantly always be a struggle. So I know for me, I feel like it's a losing battle sometimes.
Yeah. I know she had endometriosis really bad.
Oh, that's so painful.
Which that alone can get you a hysterectomy, but I don't know if that's the only reason or what. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch the whole 30. I'm not gonna make them sit through 30 minutes of silence. So, but it could have been, who knows? It could have been cervical cancer and endometriosis. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, it doesn't really shock me. I mean, I didn't know it was 70%, but I figured, because being, 500 plus pounds is just so toxic on your body. My aunt was that huge, so I know she was 5'6" and weighed over 400 pounds.
Wow.
She ended up losing her life because of the diabetes she gave herself. She got an infection on her foot, and when you're diabetic, you're not supposed to cut your toenails because you can go gangrene so easily. So they had to cut her foot off, but it was too late. It had got up into her leg, and she passed away. And she was only in her early 60s.
Yeah, it's sad. And it's funny because the US, I've heard so many times it be mentioned that when people visit from other countries, like our portions that we receive at restaurants and everything are like twice the size they are in other countries. And
yeah,
like,
what I found out though?
Basically, the US is wonderful for promoting, the obesity, and yet they're also really good at judging the obesity. So
yeah, very true. But we're not in the top 10 of most obese states anymore. Or countries, I mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know Turkey's above us. Hang on, let me look. I forget what the top country is. Most obese countries. It's Nauru. Nauru is number 1. with like 61% of their population obese. And then Cook Islands. Yeah, Egypt is number 10.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's good.
We used to be in the top 10. Yeah, so that shows progress on our part, or it shows downfall on other people's. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly. There are always
One
two
of the
sides
two.
to the coin.
Yeah, probably the latter. Oh man. Well, I'm glad she's doing better, and I really
Me too.
hope that it stays. I'm glad. Like, I think that being single will be good for her because she's always jumped from one relationship to the next right away. And I think being alone is good for her to find herself and finally, start loving herself.
Right. There's rumors, of course, there's always rumors. There's rumors out there she's still with wifey. And just
I
not
thought the rumor was she was talking to somebody different now.
well, that's what she told us. But
Oh.
people think that wifey is still there. I
hope
honestly,
not.
and I don't mean this to be mean, but I honestly don't care what it is that's causing the change in her. I'm just happy for her that she seems to be in a better place all around.
Oh, I agree. I just, in a way, I think the reason matters to make sure it sticks.
Right. I agree. Like I kind of low key hope that wifey isn't in the picture and she's doing this
Because
all on her own.
I agree. Me too. I hope so. Because that way it's not just a temporary fix.
Right.
So
But
hopefully
that's our broadcast for today, guys. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, you can leave them down below in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget to subscribe while you're here and hit the bell so that you're notified when we post new content.
We should be back Wednesday to do a
And
video.
hit that thumbs up or thumbs down, however you're compelled to do.
Yeah, whatever you think. Just make sure you let us know.
All right. And
So.
hopefully we will see you on Wednesday, guys.
Bye.
Bye.